At 5 years old, I was called a demon child. I dream-walked my foster mother's younger sister by accident. Ruby's dreams were erratic and scary, and I didn't understand them. Naturally, she thought I was a freak. She'd come to visit and spend the night with us, and, well, she wasn't the most upstanding young adult on the planet. She drank, smoked, cussed, had a boyfriend named Ricky who rode a Harley. They were both part of a motorcycle gang. They both enjoyed the use of recreational hallucinogens. Ruby and Ricky were quite a pair. As a curious 5-year-old, I caught her stealing my foster mother's wallet to support her habits and her boyfriend. She smacked me hard and threatened me within an inch of my life if I told her sister. I tattled anyway, and got in trouble for telling lies. But when my foster mother found her wallet empty and her credit card gone after her sister disappeared, she apologized. I remember the conversation as clear as if it happened yesterday. "She called me a name, Mama, and she hit me." "She shouldn't have done that." She patted me on the hand to reassure me. "You went into her mind, didn't you?" I nodded. "I didn't mean to." As she often did, she pursed her lips and thought. Worry flickered in her eyes. "People don't understand what you can do, Anna, and it scares them." "Like it scared you?" "Yes, like that. You mustn't do it without permission. You must learn to control. Can you do that for me?" As a child, I gave an emphatic nod. "Yes, Mama." I did manage to control my dreamwalking by never doing it again, at least until that fateful day in Dallas. I never saw Ruby again. If she returned, my mother kept her far, far away from me. Funny the things you remember. Only now as an adult did I understand Ruby's completely fucked up mind. I forgot a lot about my childhood until I flipped through the pages of the journal I found in my old room at my uncle's manor. I spent late nights reading it and remembering with fondness the woman who raised me the first 13 years of my life. I missed her. I hadn't thought of her again until recently. My life changed dramatically when, at 13, my uncle found me and brought me to England. I spent 5 years in England with Edward and his tutors. During that time, I corresponded with her, but somewhere along the way, her letters and emails stopped coming. When I returned to Dallas, I searched for her only to discover she had moved. Forwarding address unknown. One thing was for sure, I wasn't a demon child. I was a demon killer. Demons called me a demon seer. Archangels called me the keeper of the holy relics. Back in June, my life was turned upside down by the archangels and the fallen, a band of fallen angels led by Lucifer, intent on hunting down human souls to build his army. They both wanted me to do a job for them, find the 5 holy relics, a job I reluctantly agreed to take. I went after the Horn of Gabriel because my archenemy, the fallen angel Azriel, gave it to Mammon, the prince of greed. I lived with regret and guilt on a constant basis. I regretted a lot about the decisions I made over the last several months. The biggest regret was dreamwalking a patient at the hospital where I worked. Her name was Emma. We were friends once. That's when my life utterly derailed, when I met Azriel, and, in a weird twist of fate, Kincade Harrison. 2 thorns in my side. And of course there was the messenger angel Joachim. He was another prickly thorn. I was cursed with thorns. Gideon's fist crashed against my cheekbone, the pain exploding across my face, bringing me back to the present. I should focus on my training instead of reminiscing. My head snapped back, and my teeth clinked together with a sickening snap. I refused to go down. I retaliated with a left hook which missed his face. I caught nothing but air. His right fist landed in my ribs and pushed the wind out of my lungs. I doubled over, coughing. He jabbed me in the back of the head with his elbow. Stars burst into my vision. I collapsed to my hands and knees, staring down at the gray workout mat while trying to catch my breath. My uncle's idea of training stunk. "Too slow, chickadee." There was a sneer in Gideon's voice. He got a sick kind of joy out of beating the shit out of me. I flopped over, resting my forearms on my drawn-up knees.